Hello, good evening again. I'm back. What I'm saying, I had to make another video. I know in the previous video, I made a video talking about why people celebrate 4th of July, in regards to the firecrackers and barbecues. But I had to make a separate video to talk about another reason why this day is very kind of important and also kind of tragic too as well. Well, for two reasons. One, 4th of July, this actually the 24th anniversary of this rapper. Some of y'all might never really heard of though. His name was Johnny Burns, or we went by the rap name Mausberg, who was a protege of famous rapper and famous West Coast producer DJ Quick, and he was an upcoming rapper though from Compton, California. Also, he was a gang member too, affiliated with the Campanella Park Piru Bloods. But he had some potential, really though. But unfortunately, before he was ever really shine and stuff, even before his debut album came, he was gunned down on this day, on July 4, 2000, in Compton, California. And months later, on his post-Mausberg's album, Nonfiction came out, and I remember when I was young, I used to listen to that album all the time. It had some good songs on there, like "Get Naked," "Mushrooms." There's other good songs on there though. But I really recommend checking out that album though, Nonfiction by Mausberg though. You can find on YouTube or Amazon. It's a really good album though, even though it's gangster rap and that West Coast type of feel to it if you're into that. But it was a really good album. Almost every song from the beginning to the bottom was great though on the album. I think it was like 16 songs. But this is the day that rapper Mausberg got killed, and it just goes back to what the rapper Boosie Badass or Little Boosie was saying in that video he did with DJ Vlad back a couple years ago. The reason why he left Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and moved to Atlanta is because of hatred and stuff. And he mentioned that comment about why most rappers die in the city though. And if you look at history, most of the hip hop artists that have died, most of them have died in the city. You look at Big L, he got killed in Harlem though by a childhood friend. You look at rapper Doe B, he got killed in Montgomery, Alabama though when he was coming up though, his city though. If you look at Scott LaRock, he got killed in New York, I think the Bronx. He got killed. Just so many other rappers though too. I know just recently though, you had another rapper Julio Fulio. He got killed in Tampa, Florida. Even though he's from Jacksonville, but he got killed down in Tampa. So I know it's another city though, not Jacksonville, because of that beef he had with the other guy, Young and Ace. But yeah, he just look at just a lot of rappers though. Nipsey Hussle, he got killed in L.A. though. Front his maritime shoe store in L.A. He got killed there. Soldier Slim got killed in New Orleans, where he from, 2003. I can go on and on though. You got Bankroll Fresh killed Atlanta. You got C. Graham Miller got killed in Oakland, California back in '96. Some of y'all probably don't remember C. Graham Miller. He got killed. Now Biggie Tupac, because they were traveling though at the time though, because Biggie got killed in L.A., Tupac got killed in Vegas. But yeah, a lot of these rappers, man, are dying in their own city because of hatred, envy, jealousy, or beef and stuff. And it gets to the point now that it's like if you're gonna become a musician or famous to get money, you got to get out your city though and go somewhere else though just to really make it, and just it's for safety and basically for a peace of mind too as well. So yeah, I think this is what everybody need to take though, watching this video about getting out your own city. So let's say what happened to Mausberg though. He was an upcoming rapper, had some potential, got killed in his own city. Sometimes he got robbed and stuff, and they killed him and stuff. I don't know if it was gang related though, but that's what they say. He got robbed and yeah, he got shot and killed. So yeah, just lost another good rapper though. But yeah, this is what the anniversary of his death. He got killed back in July 4th, 2000. At that time, I was 8 years old, so I was a baby though. I was still young that time. 8 years old that time when he died and stuff. So that was a while back when that happened though. But it's still it's still a tragic thing. Another tragedy that happened on this day, on July 4th, and this hits close to home because I'm from Nashville, where I still live today, though, born and raised, and I am a diehard Titans fan too as well. And this is one reason I became a Titans fan. And this is the day though when Steve Mcnair got killed in a murder-suicide on this day, on July 4th, back in 2009. And I can remember the exact day when that happened at a time. I remember my mother was at work, my daddy was barbecuing, on 4th of July, and it came on CNN and News Channel 5. They said breaking news. And I remember Don Ledden, though, was talking about it. and they said that a football player named Steve Mcnair got murdered in his town home. And I said, what? Steve Mcnair? I couldn't believe it, though. And it was just very bad that time. And that's doing the same time just weeks ago. We lost Michael Jackson, though, to, drug overdose just a few weeks before that happened, though. And I said, damn, another person died. But I said, Steve McNair? And he's the main reason why I became a Titans fan, especially him and Eddie George leading the Titans to the Super Bowl back in 2000, though, was lost because of St. Louis Rams to, the only Super Bowl in franchise history. And I was like, oh, man, though, that's just tragic, though. It just really couldn't believe it, though, and stuff, though, what happened. And why I couldn't believe it more, what happened to Steve McNair was just how he died, though, because he had a mistress, I think Kazemi or something, Middle Eastern woman he was dating at the time, say she was responsible for doing that. And for killing him, then killing herself, though, stuff. I know there's been a lot of conspiracy theories out there that maybe they both got murdered by somebody else or something. There's different theories, though, but it's highly believed, though, that she killed McNair and she killed him. And at the time, he was still married at the time, which, was also bad. But, Steve McNair, dying that day, that was just like a really blow. Just not for the Titans fans or the national community, just for the whole... just for the whole sports and just for the whole sports community. McNair was a great player. Also, to know he was the first African American or Black American to win the MVP 2003. Which he won it alongside Peyton Manning. Though he was co-MVP with Peyton Manning in 2003, but he was the first African American or Black American to win the Most Valuable Player award. So it's just something to put out there, though. There only been 4 African American or Black American quarterback. Steve McNair was first. Cam Newton was second. I think Lamar Jackson was third, and Patrick Mahomes was fourth. Or I don't know, Patrick Mahomes was third, and Lamar Jackson might have been. I think Patrick Mahomes might have been third, and Lamar Jackson might have been fourth. So I got to go back and look at that up, to be honest with you. So it's been 4: Steve McNair, Cam Newton, Patrick Mahomes, and of course, Lamar Jackson. There's been only 4 African American or Black American quarterbacks. Steve McNair was the first. Also, Steve McNair was the second Black quarterback to take his team to the Super Bowl. The first, of course, was Doug Williams of the then Washington Redskins, which today is the Washington Commanders, where he took back in 1988 to the Super Bowl and became the first Black American quarterback. Because McNair took the Titans to the Super Bowl, which lost to the St. Louis Rams, Kurt Warner and all of them, in Super Bowl 34, So, so also he did some history. Also, too, he was one of the highest drafted quarterbacks prior to Michael Vick and Cam Newton in 1995, when he was drafted 3rd overall by the then Houston Oilers right there, too, which was at a time where a lot of, Black quarterbacks, didn't look as highly to be drafted, though, and stuff, and you can call it racism, whatever, though, but it was just them times, though, the quarterback, and the quarterbacks that was highly valued at that time, because, the Dan Marinos, the Joe Montanas, Steve Youngs, John Elways, Brett Favre. No disrespect to them. All of them was great quarterbacks, though, so I'm not saying nothing bad about them, but, of course, they was up there, they're white. So, I said it, though. Yeah, so. But Steve McNair, though, he got drafted by the Houston Oilers, though. Of course, he was a backup quarterback. Actually, when he got with the Houston Oilers with Chandler, I can't say his first name, but he didn't officially become a starting quarterback, I think, until the 97 season, when the Titans moved from Houston and made it to and came to Nashville. Actually, they played in Memphis, though, because the Titans didn't have a stadium that time until 99. So they played a season in Memphis in 97, which he finally got his starter job. The next year, they played in the Vanderbilt Stadium in 98. Then finally in 99 is when they got their stadium. Then time they called it Philadelphia Coliseum. Now it's called the Nissan Stadium, and that's the year they went to the Super Bowl right there. So there's a little information to put out there. But, he finally got a starter job. And during the time he played for the Titans, though, he led the Titans to 4 playoff appearances, including the Super Bowl, an AFC championship. He won an MVP as well. He also played for the Baltimore Ravens, too, not to forget right there. He played for 2 seasons, though. He led the Baltimore Ravens to a 33 record which of course they lost to the Peyton Manning led Colts in the divisional round, which Peyton Manning Colts will go on to win the winner's first win his the Super Bowl against the Chicago Bears that year. I remember that really well. And then he retired right there. Then 2 years later, he retired in 2007. No, was it 2000? I think it was 2008. He retired. Yeah, he retired in 2008, if I'm not mistaken. Though I think, yeah. And then of course, he died a year later on. But yeah, Steve Mcnair was a great player though, big dude, from Mississippi, country strong, and he took a lot. He took a lot though, man. Like hits, pain, injuries, but he still played for all of that though. It's a lot of adversity though with him though. Even going back to that season when the Titans went to the Super Bowl, 99 season, he got injured in the first game against the Cincinnati Bengals, which the Titans won, and he had to get surgery. So Neil O'Donnell stepped in the next few games and led them on the run. Besides losing that game against the 49ers, and there was a quarterback. There was a little bit of a quarterback controversy deciding who would be the starter going further. Either it would be Neil O'Donnell or it would be Steve Mcnair. Of course, fortunately Jeff Fisher and all of them decided to go with Steve Mcnair, which was the good thing though, which led him to the Super Bowl. And of course, Steve Mcnair had some good games that season. Though I remember that game against the Pittsburgh Steelers where he jumped over a Steelers defender to get to to get into the touchdown, and he had like another game against Jacksonville Steelers where I think he threw like about 4 or 5 touchdowns. It was like a high scoring game. Of course, got to the playoffs. He had the Music City Miracle, of course. Then I think that Steve Mcnair had that long run near the touchdown goal line against the Jacksonville Jaguars. They called the Super Bowl, which McNair gave all he's got though to keep the Titans in the game. Where he dodged 2 of the Rams defenders though, because he threw that pass to Kevin Dyson though, because Mike Jones tackled Dyson. As a tackle, and Titans lost that game in the Super Bowl. So that's a very memorable play for Steve McNair right there. I can remember as well. And of course, I remember Steve McNair. Because he had his MVP season though and stuff, which he won with Peyton Manning, so that was a significant part of his career right there. But he did a lot of great for the Titans though. Yeah, Titans. He was a great player. In my opinion, should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't know why he's not in the Hall of Fame though, but I don't know, maybe because of the numbers, or maybe eventually he will. I don't know, but he was a great player though. It's just kind of sad though to lose him though. He died. I think he was like 36 years old, still young though, and it's just very tragic what happened though. And this is actually the 15-year anniversary of his death right here, 2024, making 15 years since Steve McNair been gone. So it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate what happened though. It's just it's something you think about, like, no, really, did that happen though? Should it happen though? Like, could that have been easily avoided and stuff though? It's just some of those things that you really think about, like, like should it really have happened? So yeah, the whole Steve McNair thing. But yeah, this is not the bad thing about this day though, about his death though. This was actually the 15th anniversary of his death, along with the rapper Mausberg, July 4th. So yeah, it was a very tragic day. Also that day I can remember too, it rained though, so it was like a really sad day. Not only his death, but it just rained that day back in 2009. I was about 17 still at the time. That year I was turning 18, but my birthday's in November, so I was still 17, and I was in high school going to my senior year at McGavick High School. So yeah, I can remember that really good though, when that happened though. I can remember where I was at when it happened that day. But again, yeah, July 4th, there's another thing I think about too, beside the food and fireworks. I think about Steve McNair getting killed this day along with that rapper Mausberg, though. Both of them dying the same day on July 4th, though. So also it's a day of tragedy too as well. But yeah, I just think about people like Steve McNair, they were still around, or what they would be doing though. Even though his jersey was retired by the Titans, I mean, he retired back in the 2019 season with Eddie George 27. That was the same season that they made that run all the way to the AFC Championship game where they lost to the eventual Super Bowl champion, the Kansas City Chiefs, against Patrick Mahomes. I can remember that too. That same year too, both of the jerseys got retired though and stuff. So that was really good. And I know people like Peyton Manning, Ray Lewis though gave him a video tribute, so that was really good too as well. And in a mural stuff was made for McNair and Eddie George. So it was really great. Though. I was not at the game though. It actually lost that game against the Colts though, but yeah, I remember that. But yeah, I had to come on here and talk about that right quick, in this video about Steve Mcnair and stuff and what happened that day in Mausberg. So it was a very tragic day, though. By the way, I wrote about Steve Mcnair on my on blackpast.org a couple years ago, so y'all can check it out too as well. But yeah, that's what I just had to come talk about and stuff. And I'll catch y'all later on. And everybody have a good 4th of July. Peace out.